Hello and welcome to this channel. I'm your host, Eradicator. And today I want to talk about one of the subtle changes, some of the subtle changes I noticed with the latest 3.4 update. And I'm talking about the Quantum Drive improvements that have been referred in the roadmap. In the previous video, in the review, I noticed that these changes were not so important. Actually, they're quite subtle, and I realized that I actually enjoy them, so I wanted to make a video to show you what they are and how they're like. Now, speaking of that video, there is something I would like to address because I've had some comments, especially on the RSI forums, of people saying, "Oh, but you don't do a review. How can you do a review? The game is not out yet, etc." A lot of these people actually did criticize the fact that I did a review, or that I did criticize the thread or the comment without even viewing the video, and that is not acceptable. You should never. I don't think you are entitled to comment or to criticize if you actually don't know what you're talking about, because I actually put a lot of time, I put a lot of efforts putting that video together. It took me over 10 hours basically to figure out all the script, get all the footage, get experience all of that patch. So saying that it's not possible to do a review, it's not possible to report the gameplay experience to people who may not be that familiar with what it is right now, I don't think that's right, and I don't think that's respectful. Again, I'm all for criticize. I'm totally okay with you guys criticizing and not agreeing with me. That's fine, as long as you do it, with respect. That's what I had to say. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a hater. I actually I've said it many times. I love this project. I'm a huge supporter of Star Citizen. But at the same time, when I believe that there are things that need to be addressed, when I believe CIG needs to be called out because they did not do what I believe was right, or because the patch is not as great as it should have been, or the patch still has flaws. I think, as a bagger, as a long-time backer, I mean, I've been backing since 2012, I think I am entitled to say it out loud. That's what I had to say. Now, that being said, let's go to our footage right here. So I'm flying, this is actually the Prospector I am using here, and I'm going to show you these new icons from the Quantum Drive. You can see I'm targeting ETA here, and when I no longer have it, you can see 2 rounds. This shows that it's actually a moon. Here we have Microtech, and it's just one big round showing it's a planet. So now there's Aberdeen, and again, 2 circles, a big one and a small one. Let's go with this is Ariel, which is going to be our target. Again, it had a big circle and a small one. The big circle being a planet, the small one showing it's actually not a planet but a moon. And yeah, of course, I've been playing this game for quite some time, and still the gameplay area is microscopic compared to what is going to be when the game is going to be released. Right now, it's easy to know all of the planets and all of the moons. But when there's going to be 100 star systems, that's going to be something completely different. And I think that it's really nice to have some cues that are going to tell us that, oh, this is a planet, this is a moon, this is a station. Now look at these things here. We also have specific icons for bases, planet size. This hexagon here. I was looking for that word. So we have hexagons that tells us what do we have planet side. That's also quite interesting. You're going to see later for Lorville that for landing zones, not bases, but actually landing zones, the icon is going to be different. This is going to be very interesting, especially with planets with multiple landing zones, such as hopefully, I forgot the name of the planet. Arcup, that's what I was linking. There's area 18, there's maybe going to be area 17, we'll see. Now, we're back at Hurston, and you can see that these bases, these planet-side bases, we have the hexagon again, and here there's some kind of targeting Lorville, and you see it has some kind of spiky arrow to the bottom, so that means it's actually a landing zone. We can see on the side several planets. This was actually Crusader and Delamar. So really, pretty nice. This is something I did not notice immediately, but I actually do believe it's a nice little addition to the Quantum Drive experience. Now let's see what happens when we go straight to Lorville. It's good to see that we actually have control over our ship, and it also doesn't spin out of control when we get out of Quantum Drive. That's what I wanted to show you here. Yeah, brand new Quantum Drive experience. As always, guys, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to see future Star Wars Citizen content. Also, give me a like. That's really going to help the channel. And in the meantime, I'll be making more videos. This is the Eradicator. I'm signing out.